What the... I literally just was randomly breeding these two together, and there we go! 1 day and 14 hours. You know what that means? We got ourselves the current chain breeding dragon, which is the legendary Dark Ice Dragon. To breed him, you have to use the Dragon of the Month and the beautiful little marshmallowy boy. I've only tried about 3 times, but for some reason the game wants to give it to me. I mean, Dark Ice is a legendary void metal dragon. Don't really know if you'd want to use it on a team. I already have this guy, but when he came out, he was probably one of my favourite new dragons that they'd released at the time. He's a very, very cool dragon, and I guess if nothing else, he can be really nice enchanting fodder, or, you know, ascension fodder. But at the end of the day, that's just how breeding is. Sometimes, even if you don't want to go for a dragon, sometimes it's just gonna throw it in your face, and it's like, couldn't you have just given me something that I wanted instead? But anyway, that is our acquisition of Mike number 2. So, hey, I guess we'll take it. But we do have to wait another 2 days now. Well, it's like a day and a half, and then another day and a half, which is a pain. But oh well. Oh well. For now, I haven't really been doing too much in terms of actually DML. We have had this really cool Ottos pack out, which I kind of like, but at the same time, you can only get up to 2 pieces of them, which is really underwhelming, because these packs otherwise would actually be a really cool idea for people that only missed out on these dragons by like a couple of pieces. So, I don't know. I just wish that they were a little bit more forgiving. They are dragon tickets as well, which means that they're not the cheapest thing in the world, because dragon tickets are actually not that easy to come by. Not as easy as you'd hope, at least. So, anyway, there's that going on. We've also had a lot of people talking about a rumour of a Chrono Nordic event coming. Is it true? I don't know at this point, but I mean, anything is possible. Imagine if we got a Chrono Loki dragon. Although Loki's elements are just so good as they are that I don't know if a Chrono Loki would really be the answer to that, because maybe his elements, he might have higher stats, but his elements might not be quite as good. But I guess we'll see. We'll see if the Chrono Nordic event teasing is true or not. I've also seen quite a lot of people asking about the next Ancient event, because of course we had the Ancient event, and we know that they plan on releasing Ancient events for every single type of element in the game. So, how long is it going to take before we get every single Ancient element event released? Don't know. Could be next week, could be 18 months from now. Depends on how long their long-term goals are for the game, I suppose. But, you know, I did kind of like the Chrono events in the fact that they gave us old dragons but in new styles, like Mr. Chrono Hades here. But if we're just going to get bombarded with events like breeding blitzes here, more bottomless dungeons, more solo events, more solo events, more solo events, I don't know. It's going to kind of detract from any value that a new cool, air quotes, event is going to bring. But oh well. Oh well. And before I end up forgetting again, I do want to point out that the DML Wiki actually has a different web address compared to what it used to have. You'll see that the website link up here is dragon-mania-legends.wiki, whereas before it was a different one, slightly different anyway. So if you ever had any problems trying to get onto the website, trying to get on the wiki itself, you can check it by doing this. Again, just type in the wiki bit, you don't need the main page, and it will take you straight to the front part of the DML Wiki. And you know, I've been using the DML Wiki basically since it was set up. I mean, why would you not want to use the wiki? It gives you all of these like little panels that show you the limited time dragons, like the Dragon of the Week. You got the Bottomless Dungeon, you got the Dragon of the Month. It shows you all of the current ongoing events, so if you ever want to know about one, you just click on it, like the Breeding Blitz event, and it will take you to a page about that Dark Ice Dragon. It's wonderful. It's always been fabtabulous, and of course, members of the community will be the ones updating this and working on this. So I've always been very grateful to every single person that works on this, and my favourite part of the DML Wiki, aside from everything else, are all the new images that they end up uploading of the new dragons. And of course they update the site with the elements of new dragons as well quite quickly. So if you've ever wanted to know anything about DML, you can literally just type it in, let me go food, and then it'll bring up a page about food and how much food it requires for you to get a dragon to level 100 and how much each farm will give you even if you haven't unlocked it yet. It's a great site. So, you know, it is what it is. But it says at the top here, welcome to the new home of the wiki. We've changed our domain name, so please update your bookmarks. I misunderstood someone that told me about this before, which I am very sorry for. But make sure that you are on the right page and staying up to date with all of the new stuff. But anyway, it's going to be quite short today, but I really wanted to just, you know, share a quick thing with you today and make sure that we got this DML Wiki stuff under wraps because I forgot slightly and misinterpreted things. But anyway, in the meantime, we don't really have too much going on in DML yet. It is a random Thursday, and of course the anniversary challenge is going to be finishing in about a day's time, so maybe we'll get some new news, new event news, Chrono Nordic event news maybe, who knows. But I appreciate you being here, thank you for joining me, I love you, and until next time, I will see you then.